The Ocean Alphabet Book by Jerry Pallotta, illustrated by Frank Mazzola, Jr. A. A is for alphabet book. A is also for Atlantic Ocean. The fish and other creatures in this book live in the North Atlantic Ocean. B. B is for bluefish. Everyone loves to catch bluefish because they love to fight. The teeth are very, very sharp, so don't ever put your finger in their mouth. C. C is for cod. Cod can be found everywhere in the North Atlantic Ocean. Some grow to be as big as a 10-year-old boy or girl. I like cod, especially when it's fried. D. D is for dogfish. They are also known as spiny dogfish. They are little sharks. Every dogfish has a barb on its back and a barb on its tail. E. E is for eel. Eels are slimy. Eels are long and thin like snakes. If you do not like to hold snakes, then you probably would not like to hold an eel. F. F is for fiddler crab. Most crabs have claws that are the same size. The fiddler crab has one big claw and one tiny claw. So does Pagoo, our little hermit crab we've been reading about. G. G is for goosefish. A goosefish is ugly looking. It has lots of teeth. Its mouth is as wide as its body. Goosefish are also called monkfish. H. H is for haddock. A haddock looks a lot like a cod. Behind the haddock's side fin, there is a dark spot that looks like a fingerprint. I. I is for ink. Ink is not the name of a fish. Squid spray ink to scare away fish that attack them. J. J is for jellyfish. Jellyfish are soft, gooey, and see-through. Their dangling arms can sting if you touch them. K. K is for killer whale. Killer whales are mammals. They are not fish. They are very beautiful and can jump completely out of the water. L. L is for lobsters. Lobsters are reddish green and blue. When they are cooked, they turn bright red. They have 2 claws that can pinch. They have 8 legs. They also have 2 antennae that help them find out where they are. M. M is for minnow. Minnows are little fish. Usually they're only as big as your fingers. They can be found in shallow waters, marshlands, and creeks. And every baby fish is a minnow. Doesn't matter what kind of fish it is. N. N is for northern puffer. If you touch a puffer, it'll blow up like a balloon. O. O is for octopus. This octopus is scary looking, but it will not hurt you. It has 8 arms. Can you imagine shaking hands with an octopus? It would take all day. P. P is for periwinkles. Periwinkles live inside shells and they can be found on rocks at low tide. Some people call them snails. Q. Q is for quahog. Quahogs are clams that have hard shells. Seagulls manage to open them all by themselves. Small quahogs are called cherry stones and little necks. R. R is for redfish. Redfish are caught in very deep water. They are oily and lobstermen use them to bait to catch lobsters. Hey, we saw a redfish and a bluefish. So Dr. Seuss was right. 1 fish, 2 fish, redfish, bluefish. There really are red and blue fish. How about that? S. S is for scallops. Grandma loves to eat scallops. Scallops are like clams, and they have pretty shells. There are many other creatures whose name begin with S. Sharks, sculpins, salmon, sand dollars, sunfish, smelt, sea sails, skates, shrimp, and starfish. Hey, sculpins. That's the thing that tried to eat Pagoo the hermit crab and really scared him. Swallowed him, but didn't like the hard shell, so it threw it back up, just like Jonah and the whale. T. T is for tuna. Everybody's heard of tuna. When they're growing up, they're almost as big as cars. Wow. That's a big fish. U. U is for sea urchin. Urchins are found with hundreds of sharp little spikes sticking out of their shells. If you are barefoot, try not to step on one. Well, this book is literally falling apart. Grandma will have to get some tape out here. V. V is for viperfish. Viperfish live in deep, dark water. They have lights inside their mouths and along their sides to attract food. W. W is for wolffish. Wolffish have large teeth and strong jaws that are used to open their favorite food: quahogs, scallops, clams, and mussels. X. X, you can't think of any fish who begins with an X, can you? Well, we found one. Xiphinus gladius, pronounced Xiphinus. This is the scientific name for swordfish. We now also usually use an X-ray fish, but they may not be found in the North Atlantic. Y. Y is for yellowtail flounder. Yellowtails are flat fish with both eyes on one side of the head. They are called yellowtails because their tails are yellow. Z. Z is for zillions. That's how many fish there are in the ocean. The ocean alphabet.